Hi, my name's Steph and welcome to Body Club. Today I'm going to take you through a short body weight workout, and it's kind of like a fusion between Pilates and yoga, so it's going to have a nice flow to it. We're going to start with working on strengthening through the core, then we're going to work on strengthening through the legs, and then we're going to come down to sort of an upper body and core fusion at the end. So it will be tough, but also a little bit relaxing at the end there. So when you need to rest, of course, just come into child's pose, or lay into semi-supine and take those rests when you need it. But if you can, try and flow along with me for the whole 20-25 minutes. So we're going to start down on the ground, and we're going to start just by engaging our core, okay? So we're going to do 8 repetitions of these. It's just called a pelvic tilt. So if you've ever done like Pilates before, you probably would have done these. So I want you to take your peace fingers and take them into your hip bones here. And you're going to inhale, and as you exhale, I want you to draw your belly down towards the ground, so belly in towards the mat, and a little pelvic tilt. And as you do that, you're going to feel your deep core muscles, so your transversus abdominis is going to start to lock on. You should feel that with just with that gentle push. Don't push too hard, just a little gentle push. We're going to go for 8 of those. So exhale, pelvic tilt, draw the belly down. Inhale, lower. Exhale, draw the belly down. Inhale, lower. You got 6 more. And lower. So 5 more. We're just doing this to really start to engage our deep core muscles so that when we're doing our core exercises, which are about to follow, we are working the core rather than just throwing ourselves up there. You've got 3 more. Take your time with this one. Make sure you can feel your core locking on. So it's not a huge movement. And last one, and then we're going to come to kind of an advanced, give you 2 options here, core exercise. So bring your legs up into a tabletop position and think about knees over hips. So directly above, and like that 90-degree angle here with the legs. So think about your shins being a tabletop. You should be able to balance several glasses of wine over them. Draw your belly in towards the ground, and then you have an option to take your arms up. So we're going to start just with legs only. Extend your right leg and hover it above the ground. As you do this, draw your belly in, closing the gap underneath your back, and then come back to center. Change legs. Extend and draw it in. So we're really taking our time here to use our core rather than rushing the exercise. Draw the belly down. Don't let the belly push up. You're halfway. You've got 4 more. If you need to, you can bring your hands alongside the body, pushing into the mats. Just really focus. I always say, imagine someone's got their hand underneath your lower back and you're trying to squish it down. Going to make it a little bit more advanced now. If you want to stay with that first exercise, you can. Otherwise, we're going to extend leg and arm away from each other. Opposite arm and leg, and then draw it back in. Push away, belly comes down, close that gap under your lower back. Extend and draw it back in. So we're advancing or adding on each round here. You've got 3 more. Try not to let the knees creep in towards our chest. Have a tendency to do that as our hip flexors start to get involved. Draw the belly down. And last one. Testing our coordination as well. Okay, we're going to add on. So this one is a little bit trickier. Same position. So we're still in that dead bug position. And what we're going to do is we are going to take our right hand to the inside of our left thigh. So my left thigh is pushing into that right hand. My right hand is pushing that left thigh away. Option to do arm and leg, totally up to you, or you can just do leg. But really maintain that push. We're going to start to engage our obliques by doing that push. Take the right leg and arm, left arm away from each other. Keep pushing that right hand into your left thigh, and then draw it back in. You've got 3 more. Extend, keep pushing. It's active. You've got 2 more. So your core should be, by now, absolutely on fire. Mine is burning. You've got 1 more. and then release. Take both arms to the sky. Left hand comes to the inside of the right thigh. Push that right thigh and left hand together. Take it all the way, draw the belly down towards the mat, and then lift. You've got 3 more. Keep it going. And lift. 2 more. And lift. Last couple. And final one here. And then release. Just if you feel that you're getting a lot of tension through your hips, just allow, just for this first, this few minutes, to allow your knees to drop down to the side, releasing any tension there through our hips. Just feels really nice. And then we're going to come into our boat. So if you've done yoga before, you would have done low boat, high boat, or a V-sit, whatever you want to call it, okay? So we're still working that core. We're going to go low to high. So lifting through your chest, option to hold behind the thighs or hold the ground beneath you, or lifting up. We're going to hold for 3, 2, and then we're going to slowly lower into a low boat or a hollow hold. Again, drawing the belly down, option arms above head, or hands in front of you, and then lift. 3, 2, slow lower. Got the shakes already. And then lift. Don't worry if you're shaking, it's normal. It means we're working hard. Take it down. You've got 2 more of these. Core should really be fired up now, which is great because when we come to do standing and we're going to be doing a little bit of balancing, it means that our core is going to be nice and strong to stabilize us in those balances. And lift. And then we're going to rock and roll. Take hold behind your thighs. We're going to rock onto our toes and jump back to our plank. We're going to do this 4 times. So we rock onto our toes, hands come down, jump back to your plank and hold it for 3, 2, and then we jump again, lower to boat and lift. We're going to do that 3 more times. Rock to your toes, jump back. Nice, keep it going. Hold that boat, rock. Last one. Last rock. Hold it. We're going to step into a chair. So take that crouch down towards your heels, jump forward, and then lift through the arms to hold your chair. So we're going to hold this low squat, this low chair. Feet together, knees squeezing together, thighs working. Sitting down as if you're sitting into a chair, tucking under the tailbone to draw the belly in. We're not staying here, we're not doing a traditional yoga practice here, we're flowing, okay? So we want to take our left leg out in front of us and then take it all the way around and come to warrior 2. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, lower. 3 more. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 1 more. Lift and lower. From here, pushing into your front leg, lift up to your half moon. So check your balance. Hopefully it's better than mine. We're going to hold that half moon, squeezing that top glute here. So left glute working really hard, lengthening through the underside of the body. And then we come to warrior 3. This is when it's going to get tough, okay? So hips pointing down towards the ground, arms out in front of you. Try not to open through the hips, keep that closed hip position. Draw your belly in. We're going to slowly come down into a single leg squat, tapping the top of the foot down, and then lift. Hold it there. We're going to do 3 more of those. Slow lower. Don't put weight on that back leg. We're really working on strengthening that supporting leg. 2 more. One more. And then this time, We slow lower all the way down behind that leg. We take a nice stretch, which will feel really good through that adductor, outside thigh. I'm just going to spin around so you can see. Hug it in. Take that moment just to breathe. Stretching through the outer edge here. Lifting tall. Catch your breath, and then we go back and do it all again. Spin those legs around. Hold that boat, lift your chest. One rock to plank. Push, step it back. This time we add 2 knees to chest. Jump forward, hold your boat. Rock, step it back. 2 knees to chest. You've got 2 more of these. Try and use your core. Try and flow and use your breath. Last one. Rock. I just like rocking them back and forward on the mat, basically. Step to chair pose or jump. Lift. Hold it here. Next challenge, if you want to, is to lift up onto your toes, okay? So you've got 2 options here. You can keep your feet flat as you were doing before, or you can lift up onto your toes. If you are going to lift onto your toes, try not to come up taller. So you want to stay here, stay in this position, and then lift your heels. Draw your belly in, work your core, find a focus point, hold it, and then slow lower with the heels. Take your right leg back this time, so I'm just going to spin around. Right leg comes out, all the way around into your warrior 2. With your warrior 2, keep your body directly over your hips. Inhale, and then lower. 3 more. Getting through that standing sequence. Getting ready, prepared for that lower body, upper body. Hold that warrior 2. Push forward into that front leg and come into your balance. Stacking that right hip on top of your left, lengthening through that underside of the body, squeezing that glute. Remember, you can always use something to help you balance here, maybe a block or a water bottle or a pile of books. Just going to step back a little bit. Keep holding that balance and transition into your warrior 3, ready for those single leg squats. So hips square off. Belly's working. Inhale as you lower. Slowly, don't put weight on that back leg and then extend to lift. Inhale as you lower. Remember, you can always bring your hands into prayer if your shoulders are starting to burn. Lift. You've got 2 more. Work through that supporting leg. Weight doesn't go onto this leg. Balance is tested. Last one. And then slowly this time lower all the way behind for that well-deserved, spin it around, well-deserved stretch. Lift up through the spine and stretch through that abductor and glute. So we started on core, we've moved down to lower body, and we're going to finish here on upper body. So you've got about 10 minutes left of your workout today. So always enjoy these little moments of rest where you can catch your breath or hydrate if you want to drink some water. And release. Bring your legs around behind you and take a moment just to rest here. So bring your big toes together. We're going to make this an active child's pose. We're not just going to kind of slump down. We want to reach forwards. We want to make it active. So reach those fingertips forward. Sit your bottom towards your heels. Big big deep breath in, long, slow exhale. And then gently walk your fingertips back. We're going to go child's pose, so I want you to start in that child's pose, to plank, and then we're going to go 2 knees to chest, okay? So we're going to pick up that pace just a little bit, okay? So we go child's pose. We tuck our toes underneath, we push to plank. We've got 2 options. 1, slow knee to chest. Take it back and sit onto your heels. We've got 7 more rounds of those, but option now to pick up the pace. Knees to chest. Take it down, sit it back. 6 more. 4 more, I can't count, 5 more. I tried to skip one. 4 more, there we are. Add on 2 more knees, so 4 knees now for the final 4. And 3. And 2. Final 1. And then take it back into child's pose. And breathe. Always use these moments as times to rest. We're going to go crouching dog now to push up. Okay, so you've got 2 variations here, knees or toes with those push-ups, totally up to you. So hands down on the ground, tuck your toes underneath, and we're going to push the bums to the sky for our downward facing dog. We're not going to stay here. We're going to bend to our heels. We're going to push forward, and then we're going to come into a push-up, tricep push-up, work in the back of the arms. You've got 7 more. You can do them on your toes if you wish, or you can do them on your knees, or you can alternate them, whatever feels good for you. Exhale as you push back up. You're halfway. Take your time, use your breath. You've got 1 more. And then take it back into child's pose. We're so close now, almost there. We're going to go crouching dog. So whilst you rest in child's pose, I'm going to just explain this next exercise. We're going to go crouching dog to a kick through. So we're going to come kicking through forward. So you may have done kick throughs to the side before. We want to go forwards. We're going to do 8 again of these. So hands down on the ground, tuck your toes underneath, push your bottoms up to the sky, sink your heels. Take a moment to breathe. Crouch to your heels, and then you're going to jump forward towards your hands, and as you do that, you're going to lift your hand and kick it forward, and then you're going to step it back. Crouch, look forward, release the hand, kick it forward, and then jump back. You've got 6 more. Kick it forward, jump back. 5 more. Kick it forward, ooh, and then jump back. Kick it forward, and then jump back. 3 more. 2 more. Always releasing that hand. Final 1, and then take it back. Take it down to child's pose, and breathe. Rest. Catch your breath before we come just to a couple of stretches just to finish. Take a nice deep breath in and a long, slow exhale. Take yourself back up into your downward facing dog. Bend your knees, step or jump to the top of your mat. Scoot your buns back and then take your feet out in front of you. And then we'll take a forward fold. So lifting up through the spine. We have a tendency when we sit here to kind of sit like this. because it's much easier. But we've just worked on strengthening our core, so let's use that. So lift up, take the arms tall. Exhale, reach as far forward as you can, straightening through the spine. So we're lengthening, reaching as far as you can for 3, for 2, and for 1. And then collapse over the top of your legs. You don't have to be able to reach your toes. Maybe you're on your shins, maybe you're on your knees. Doesn't matter where you are. Personal to everyone. This is your workout, remember. Breathe. Use your exhale. So with every exhale, just allow yourself to sink. And gently release, rolling up through your spine. Taking it all the way down onto your back. Giving yourself a little hug. A little massage or a rock from side to side. And then just allow your knees across to one side. Place your hand on top. And then look away from your legs. Take a deep breath in. And a long, slow exhale. Enjoy slowing down. We don't often do it, so take time to stretch. Come all the way back to the center, and then all the way to the other side. Again, looking away from your legs. Feel free to close your eyes. Twist through the spine so you can have that hand on top of your knee. And then hug those knees back into your chest. I always like to connect my back fully when you've done any twist. To connect yourself to your mat. So realign your spine and give yourself a little hug. And then we're going to rock, because I love it. We're going to rock back and forward for 3. All the way for 2 onto your tiptoes. For 1. Gently lengthen through your legs. And then very slowly roll up the spine, stacking the vertebrae, one on top of the other. Take a big shoulder roll at the top. And that is you done. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please check out all the other workouts we have on the Body Club, and I'll see you next time.